It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Yeah, what you know about the first comp and the rent due, and you late. Yeah, what you know about your girl call and a mess due, and she late. Yeah, what you know about showing up to work in the rush and you 30 minutes late. We call them regular days. Yeah, that's just another day. Yeah, try to be punctual, tailor fitted like Huxtables. Feel like I'm sacrificing my pride to be comfortable. Life in an endless cycle, carving a lane to lock in my spot like it's vitiligo. I guess I feel like Michael. The press turning, got my chest burning. Only option left is collect the earnings to make a successful verdict. But shit, I'm 30, trying to get in the game. At this point, what it's gonna say when folks remember my name? Was I your late bloomer? Should I have made it sooner? These out-of-state rumors surfacing on their computers. Part of my frequency, but niggas been tripping, I got the remedy. Trying to belittle me, only tarnish your energy. Forgot my homies handshake in the hood. They say I can't return, I guess they gon' stay there for good. But that's another beast I won't address. My motive set, I'm over that. Focused on this union like the Soviet, it's sobering. Mind playing tricks on me, this shit is brand new. All my niggas got a list of phobias they can't do. Like commitment to their girl, or resistance to the world. I'm just waiting for my moment to unfurl.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well today. In this particular video, we're going to be addressing Cameron and Jim Jones going back and forth. As we all know, these two guys came in, they pioneered the diplomat movement, Dipset, the whole thing, had the game on lock from like 2001 to like 2006-ish, I guess you could say. I was definitely a huge Dipset fan. I used to have Dipset t-shirts, the whole shit, you know, from Come Home With Me on up. I used to play Diplomatic Immunity like daily. At the same time I was bumping 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying. As soon as that album would end, I would play Diplomatic Immunity. That's how much of a Dipset fan that I was. You feel me? But unfortunately for these guys, throughout their careers, it seems to have maintained some level of like up and down relationship, right? Ever since 50 Cent was able to kind of infiltrate them in the mid 2000s to get Jewels and Jim Jones to come and join on stage with G Unit, even though Cameron had already been beefing with 50 Cent and all that type of stuff. It seems that their relationship was never fully mended. They did return to do Dipset stuff a couple times. Even just a couple years ago, they had relinked and did like a Kith campaign, for the Knicks, where they was rapping in Madison Square Garden together, doing the whole shit. But it seems that ever since Cam and Mace have gotten back cool, Jim Jones basically took his exit and said, nah, I can't co-sign that. You beefed with Mace for many years. We dissed Mace numerous times, and y'all want to get back cool? Nah, fam. That's where I make my exit. And low-key, Jim Jones has been hating ever since. I gotta be honest about the situation, right? So, it wasn't that long ago, 50 Cent actually made an appearance on Cameron's show, Come and Talk to Flea, where he actually asked him what the psychology was and how he was able to actually get Jewels and Jim Jones on stage with him at, I think it was Summer Jam or whatever show it was. And they had a conversation about it. They laughed about it like gentlemen, as grown men, still not consumed with whatever happened back damn near 20 years ago. But Jim Jones was recently asked about that on the Justin LeBoy podcast. And he didn't take too kindly to the fact that they were still talking about it, that they brought his name up. And you know how the New Yorkers say, he invited them to the Frank stand. Said, get off my dick. Y'all niggas been on my dick all this time. Get off the nutsack. I don't know what niggas' obsession is with saying shit like that. Me personally, that just ain't my vibe. But New Yorkers, especially the old school ones, they just take it somewhere else. So first thing we're going to get into is Jim Jones' response to 50 and Cam having that meetup, having that interview, talking about the situation. Jim is going to have his reply, and then we're going to get to Cameron with his lengthy response because he decided this morning to go all the way in. He had been prepping the fans of his show all weekend, letting them know Monday he was going to get back to it. And I must say, even as somebody who's not a fan of the It Is What It Is show, who doesn't frequently watch it, he didn't really disappoint. He covered pretty much a lot of the bases. But what I will say before we get to it is this ain't the first time they've done this. They say, I think it was about 10 years ago. Well, it don't even feel like 10 years. Feels like about 6. But they went through this exact same thing a few years ago where they started talking about their origins and who did what. And Cam, every time he gets mad at Jim Jones, he reminds him, you're not really from Harlem. So just remember that. And he started calling that nigga Jomo. You know he finna go in. So let's get to all the bullshit.
Cam right now, he just did the interview with 50.
For the younger audience, we had like a rap battle thing at one time. And 50, what you did, so we was having interior problems at Dipset. Nobody knew about this. Nobody knew that we was like not on the same page.
Right.
So when me and you were battling during our music thing, you got members of Dipset to come to your show.
Them niggas be on my dick, right? Them niggas ain't got nothing else to think about but Capo. I did a lot for them niggas in their life. You heard? Both of them. Pause, though. Get off of my dirt. There's only space on there for baby girl, man. Come on, man. Tugging on my shit like that.
Yo, you never clear shit up, and we never hear your side of the story. Cam was like, I thought we could pull it together. Next thing I know, I see Jim performing with 50.
That nigga ain't think nothing. He could pull nothing together. He couldn't do nothing with me. He couldn't tell me nothing, nigga. Like, let's not get this shit twisted. Like, nigga, nobody could tell me nothing, nigga. I was my own boss. I did what I did as a fucking soldier, because I was a soldier, nigga. You heard? I had the soldiers, niggas. Niggas didn't tell me nothing. You heard? I did what I wanted to do. I seen the shit wasn't going right, so I started doing what Jim Jones needed to do for Jim Jones, because the nigga that was supposed to be the Don wasn't taking care of the capo. Started feeling like the Gotti movie, you heard?
All right. So that's the first piece. Jim Jones say, hey, man, shit wasn't going right. I went left, nigga. Fuck it. Right? Now, what I'm confused on is he said he did a lot for both of them in their life. I personally don't know what Jim Jones did or possibly could have done for 50 Cent. 50 Cent was, especially by the time they got into their shit, he had already had his run as the biggest artist in the music industry, maybe second to like Eminem at the time. He didn't have the most consistent run, but at the time he was a juggernaut. He was beefing with a lot of people. He was definitely taking shots at everybody that had some sort of a name in New York. He wasn't really playing nice with them, especially if they happen to have any type of relationship with Ja Rule, Irv Gotti, or anything of the like, or even if they stood next to him or spoke in a funny tone about him in interviews or anything of the like, right? But I'm just trying to understand what Jimmy could have done for 50. Now, in Cam's case, you know, there's a lot of different scenarios in which Jim Jones allegedly acted as the muscle. You know, he always had the goons. He was the one that was affiliated with the Bloods out there in New York. So when it was time for Dipset to really like mash out, Jim Jones was kind of like the captain. He also worked as security coming from the late 90s, coming into the 2000s before he even started rapping. He was kind of playing a dual role as like manager, assistant, security, right? So when he says he did a lot for Cam, I can understand that because he played his role in a lot of different ways. And when I say manager, I think it was more so like road manager or something like that. I don't think he was like the day-to-day business manager or nothing like that. But I could see where he contributed, right? His solo music, him being a part of the Diplomatic Community album, him doing features on Cameron's albums before that. Not to mention his run with Ballin' and all that stuff, putting keeping Dipset alive, the different fashion trends that he was setting alongside Jewels and Wayne. Even when Cam was taking time off, he kind of kept the flag running. Not to mention that next wave with him and Max B. And anytime you saw Jim, it was Dipset. So I can understand why he say that to him. But 50, I'm a bit confused about. Now, furthermore, in this same interview, Jim Jones goes a little bit deeper about how he views Cam and Mace, because he says he don't really respect how Mace treated Cameron early in the game. He watched him shit on him multiple times. So I think that may be shaping the way he sees both of them on this podcast many years later, hanging out, looking like the best of friends. And he's no longer in the fold. And again, he took on the issues that were prevalent between Cam and Mace, also that were prevalent in the streets of Harlem towards Mace. Because remember, he allegedly fled the city, ran to Atlanta, became a pastor because of some shit going on in the streets that had to do with Mace smashing niggas' girls, and then not wanting to face up to the problems he was causing, right? And some other shit going on that I can't speak on, right? But here's Jim Jones talking about some of the things he witnessed.
You seen this shit before it happened, is what you tell, like everything.
Mm-hmm. It started with Mace. He didn't do the right thing.
That's the one question I wanted to ask you. I'm a little bit too young to understand. Like, I just was able to be like a teen. Like,
I watched Mace shit on Cam and everybody around him.
Wow.
A bitch like all the time. You heard? Like, I was there the whole time, but I was Cam's man. You heard? Cam and Mace were so-called best friends, grew up together, and R.I.P. Huddy. Like, I was there for everything. That's one thing that people can't never say, is that I wasn't there for every single thing.
What was your problem with Mace? Like, how did that all happen? Because that was Cam, man, like you said.
Cam enemies were my enemies. Okay. Anybody Cam didn't like, I didn't like. And I already see how he was handling Cam, so I definitely didn't like him. You dig? And then I seen how much love Cam had for him, and how Cam was jumping out the window for him, which a friend should, and shit like that. Like, being overprotective, making sure nothing happened. Like, he was trying his best to make sure that Mace stayed as safe as possible. But Mace had got that money and lost his motherfucking mind, as he's supposed to, man. He grew up in a kid that doesn't have what most of us had. And he was probably more or less fortunate than most of us. Didn't have the sneakers, didn't have all that shit coming up. So him having the first bit of success out of all of us and really getting to a bag, he just went crazy like most people do and shit like that. Shit, I had my times where I went crazy with that bag. It just be too much. Yeah. You dig? But the people I loved, I still love them today. You know what I mean? The people that I consider to be the ones that's gonna help me in this journey, I still love them today, and we still have great relationships and shit like that. It ain't got nothing to do with Cam and them and shit like that. We all have our own group of people that help us along with this journey and shit like that.
So now that you see Cam and Mace together having their own show, how did that shit make you feel when you seen them come together after everything that you did?
I seen crazier shit happen. I know brothers that shot brothers and shit like that. So for friends to get back after a world of whatever they went through, it's not surprising to me and shit like that. But I see they don't talk about the days of being shit on, you heard? They don't talk about the things that separated them and shit like that. So, it's funny. But kudos to them, man. They got a dope show. Who am I to hate on what they got going on, man? I hope they make $1 trillion.
What's the craziest shit you seen Mace do to Cam that was just like, yo, I can't believe these niggas could even get back cool after some shit like that?
I won't say nothing crazy, but I say some funny shit that I seen happen. I seen Mace fire his brother, kick him out the limo in the middle of the highway and shit like that. You heard? His old brother. That nigga's vicious. But we coming back off the road from, I think, a bunch of tours and shit like that. Get off the plane. And Mace got the brand new Mercedes drop burgundy, pull up to the airport. Skirt, the car dealer bring that shit outside the airport. 2-door joint, brand new stickers on that bitch. That nigga going crazy, right? Joking and shit like that with Cam and shit. That nigga jumped in the shit by himself with skirt off. I said, yeah, this
Get
nigga,
the fuck out of here.
nigga is a different type of animal. This nigga don't care about nothing. Word up.
Damn. So he said at the airport, he niggas coming out the airport, he jump in a brand new whip and dip out, leave niggas stranded. And basically said, get it how you live, partner. God damn. Now, elsewhere in this interview, Jim Jones also took credit for bringing the pink to the fold. As those of y'all that was around, those of y'all that actually lived through it, not everybody did. But y'all know Cam definitely was one of those people that brought that pink to the game. He caught a lot of flack for the pink with the mink and the hats and the fucking pink bandana shit on the Timbs and whatnot. And there was some people that said, oh, that looked gay. Some people said, you know, whatever they wanted to say at the time. He caught a lot of flack. He got a lot of attention for it as well. It's been turned into iconic memes and shit now. People dress up like Cam on Halloween and shit nowadays. But when he was going through it, it was definitely a lot of talk around whether or not that was fly, right? Well, Jim Jones is now taking credit for bringing that whole aesthetic to Dipset and says all that shit came from him. So now let's get into Cam and his response to Jim Jones. Again, it's a lengthy response, but he covers a lot of bases. And he definitely goes out his way to try to create some embarrassing narratives about Jim Jones. So I guess it's pretty safe to say that this relationship, after all these years, is ending in bad blood. But hopefully they could at least keep it peaceful.
Things, because we've been on vacation, and a lot of niggas been talking since I was off vacation. We're going to start with Jomo. We'll start with Jomo. And you are a guardian angel and designer, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? You are from the Bronx, bro. You are not from Harlem. Why do you keep thinking that you are from Harlem, bro? You are not from Harlem. I did not grow up with you, my nigga. I did not grow up with you. Contrary to what you believe, I did not grow up with you. You are from the Bronx. Did your grandmother live in Harlem? Yes. Did you come see her? Yes. Did I see you time to time? Yes. I did not grow up with you. You talk about dick riding down. That's where this old shit, I would have left you alone. I would have left the old shit alone. But listen, dick riding, do you remember how we met, nigga? Pause. Not met, how you got cool with us? This is how this started. I want y'all to go Google Cameron 1995 freestyle.
Lieutenants and pennants with a 44 Johnny honey. And now I'm in Gotti money. Niggas wanna be cool but couldn't piss in my potty for me. And I stuck my dick in your door, the fucking in order, fucking I scored, the cops, like a report, sweating niggas like buckets of water.
Hey, folks ain't know Cam used to be able to hit the goddamn double time Big L, Jay-Z, niggas ain't know he could do that. You know what I'm saying? People know Cam for that slow flow. I get computers putin', I get the roosters boosting. I get shot at, call me, I do the shooting. I do the recruiting, I tutor the students. I nurture their brain, I'm moving the movement. Whether Judas or Judah, whether Buddha's or Buddha. Niggas always get on his head about that shit. That nigga used to really rap though. Damn, this shit taking me all the way back, man.
Google Bloodshed and Cameron, Children of the Corn, freestyle.
I'd rather off that you near me. I'd rather have you fear me than have your mother teary-eyed. Flowers, candles, 40 bottles, Mary died, no we lied.
But the young kid had to show his
Yeah,
pride.
see, I run with Mr. Kids. You'll have a twisted wig playing R. Kelly when you know my ass Mr. Big.
Are you at any of these places? No, nigga. You was not there, man. You wasn't there, nigga. This is what happened, how Jomo got cool with us. Them freestyles that we just showed y'all, go Google them, have fun with them when you get time. We were popping. It wasn't no internet. Mace, myself, Big L, even though Mace and Big L on the same page, Bloodshed, my man Herb McGruff, we were super duper popping in the street prior to the internet. Everybody knew we was about to get a record deal. Everybody knew this, nigga. It wasn't no secret. Basically, you heard our freestyles. And you came up to me one day when I was chilling in front of the house, you said, and this word to my dead mother, yo, man, I heard the freestyles, y'all killing shit. Yo, you know my grandmother died. If y'all wanna come by and just hang out, y'all could, y'all more than welcome. We like, all right, Jomo, thanks. It didn't really make sense at the time because we like, yo, my nigga, what is Jomo inviting us to his house for? Even though he cool nigga. But it didn't make sense to be going to Jomo house. More freestyles come out. Yo, I heard the new shit you did. I heard the new shit you did. Yo, you want to come through? Come through. Why? Why are we going to Jomo's house? Cool. One day, I'm leaving Mace's house on the west side, going back to the east side. I stop at Jomo's house. His grandmother died, God bless her dad. And he had a free crib. So yeah, I would bring some bitches over there to fuck sometime. A little crack maybe. I'd be at everybody's house though. I love my grandparents. My grandparents were strict. I stayed at Duke the God house. I stayed at Mace with Cuda. I stayed at her. I stayed a bunch of times. I never needed nowhere to stay. You act like niggas on your couch. You was a fan, nigga. You begged us. You are a fan, nigga. A fan.
You know it's bad when niggas that came up together, like, I don't know if y'all ever seen the shit with these niggas doing fucking cartwheels on Rap City in Harlem. That had to be like 97, 98 type shit. These niggas was doing a fucking cartwheel competition. If you was ever in a position where you did cartwheels with other niggas, I would say y'all had to be tight. But when you get to the place where y'all disregard that shit and you say, nigga, you was a fan of me and my crew, that's how you got down with us. You was just a fan. You was a nigga that just kept coming up to me, basically just giving me all types of praises, so I conceded and let you hang with us. You know it done got to a bad place. Good God.
We didn't grow up with you. I am from 140th and Lenox. I am from NFL. Up the block was 40 Wolves. Lou Simpson's on 142nd Cross Square. D. Ferg on them at 8th Avenue. I don't see you around none of this. Shout out to my nigga, what's the nigga Final Four Billy and them used to, you not from none of that. So you can sit around and act like you've been around all this Harlem shit and everything. You ever see somebody from Harlem try to act like they from Harlem so bad that you got to keep saying, I'm from Harlem? Niggas from Harlem know who's from Harlem. You don't have to keep saying you from Harlem. So that's first and foremost. All this, yo, niggas was on your couch. You were fanned out and you begged niggas to come to your house after you heard all these mixtapes. That's how you got in, nigga. You was so cool. And we was like, yo, Jomo's a nice guy. Mace like, yo, I think I'll teach him how to rap. Mace actually taught you how to rap. Literally. He taught you how to rap. You say it. Matter of fact, bring up the clip.
Mace helped me learn how to rap. Mace taught me how to rap. Mace actually showed me, he was the first person to show me how to rap. Mace actually sat me down and showed me the magic to rap.
We taught you how to rap, nigga. How you ran the whole organization. How you made Diplomat. Nigga, you ain't make none of this stuff. You was a fan. I put you down because you had a free crib and you was a nice guy. That's how you got down originally. Period. Now, to the next point. This all started because I asked 50 Cent a question. Cool. I thought it was cool to ask 50. The shit happened 20 years ago, however many years ago. I thought it was all good. I had no problem thinking, yo, okay, He tricked niggas out they spot, came to the spot. I know 50 said it, and they went under, he was funny. I thought it was funny when he said the shit. But I didn't think it'd be a big deal because you make up with every nigga that put hands on you. But I see the pattern now. If a nigga agree to disagree with you and don't want to take it that route because they got some genuine love for you, you keep going on and on and on. Every nigga that put hands on you or you get to altercation, you cool with them. I see you with C Gutter. Junior Mafia, cool. I see you taking pictures with True Life. It's cool. Man, DC, y'all having sit-downs to work out. Gunshots was let off with that. Y'all having sit-downs to work it out. You tried to chase French Montana out the game. That ain't work out. Y'all got cool. So cool that you go to his video shoot, pardon me, not his video shoot, his movie. You're sitting in the crowd watching the premiere, and they dissing you in the movie. You in the movie getting dissing. You gotta eat it, just sitting in the crowd. Nah, nigga, they dissing you in the movie that you went to go see, bro. You ever wonder how you met Mano? Ask him how you met Mano. Mano gonna downplay because they cool now. He tried to press Mano one day because Mano first came out. He had a little record where he was saying, dissing the rappers. I don't know, he's dissing. He said nigga's name. So Jim Plus see Mano one day and was like, yo, what's up with all that saying my name? Mano said, who the fuck you talking to? Oh, you think I one of them niggas? You out your motherfucking mind? Now they the lobby boys. Every nigga that do something to put pressure on you, you sit there and work it out. But when niggas got a little genuine heart for you and all that, cool, that's the pattern. If they don't put hands on you, then you can keep going on and on and on. And I ain't promoting none of this. I think it's cool that you cool with everybody I name. You gonna be 50 next year, nigga. I'm happy that you cool. I'm not saying this to stir up no feathers. I'm not saying that to backtrack on any beef or go anything like. I think it's really cool. But the niggas who do this, you cool with, and then the niggas who try to handle it sophisticatedly, you keep going on and on like niggas give a fuck about all that shit, bro. Niggas don't care about none of that shit, my nigga. Niggas don't care a little bit, my nigga. That's first and foremost. I'm gonna wrap it up with a couple things real quick. What I'll finish with is this, man. I'm never here to downplay your character. As much as you try to degrade my character for years and push me under the bus and say, I ain't start this and I ain't do that, and you started Pink and you made the Diplomats, which is just, if people choose to believe that, then look, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you to, my nigga, period. But at the end of the day, my nigga, I'm never trying to downplay your character. And I didn't know all this shit was going on because I was on vacation. I came back a few days ago and seen all this going on. And it's like, for instance, right? I see you post the shit, Cam let me get jumped in Rucker, this, that, and third by 8 niggas, this, that, and third. I'll let niggas tell that story however they want to tell it. I don't give a fuck. I seen the story one time when Little C's was telling the story. I mean, me and Little C's is cool. And Little C's told me he punched me in my face. Really? And me and C, I seen C's. C's, really? No, I'm not dissing C's, but no. Little C's never punched me. But if you go to his end in that story, that's what he said he did. And like I said, I ain't got no problem. I seen C's, we good. But you keep running around with these 25-year-old stories. Do you ever hear me talk about when you ran on me when BMF pulled up? When you ran in the hotel, they chased you to the beach. All them niggas, and lucky, I had my shit on me and my man JoJo, I ain't gonna say his name.
Hey, dog, how you get chased to the beach, man? God damn, boy. You got chased to the beach? What did y'all on Saved by the Bell? What is this, goddamn Grease? They got chased to the beach. Hell nah. Boardwalk Empire? What the fuck?
Spanish nigga, you know him. The Spanish nigga who don't care about life, who was with me, is like, who all these niggas coming? I said, oh, they come this way. No, and this no disrespect, because Blue's my nigga, Meech my nigga, all that. And Blue Da Vinci just told this story on his platform or whatever platform recently. He got it 89% right. It's a little off, Blue. I'll tell it on Talk with Flea, my perspective of what happened. But at the end of the day, I don't be out there pumping. They chased you to the beach, nigga. You was in the sand. You was getting wet from the water, from the ocean. I don't pump that. took your rags off. Me and JoJo was laughing about that 3 months, some cool shit. Cool. I don't pump all that shit, nigga, because I ain't trying to make the great your character. You know why? Because the revolution was televised, nigga. That's why I'm here, nigga. That's why I gotta work like that. That's why me and Murder is here, nigga. The revolution was televised, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? And I'll wrap it up real quick with this, nigga, because I'll be here for an hour. We got other shit to do. Stop tricking niggas out their freedom, bro. Because niggas get around you to put themselves in better situations, bro. Not to be in worse situations than they was before they met you. You get? Do you understand that? I don't know if you understand that. That's why niggas come around, but then you send them on dummy missions and trick them out their freedom. Max is doing 75. I know you don't give a fuck. Jaja just wanted to be a rapper. Jaja had 10 years, my nigga. We don't know where Jeter at. Stro is just missing. I don't know what the fuck happened to Stro. Slicey, 12 years. His godson, that was 13 years old, 8 years. Shotty, he was trying to be 12 years. And I know you love Mel, because I love Mel Matrix. That's my brother. I love him.
That's a crazy rundown. That nigga said, stop. What the fuck he say? Tricking niggas out of their freedom. What type of shit do Jim got going on where everybody around him is getting locked up for damn near 10 years at a time, but he's still out here in the streets rapping and shit? How that work?
That man more than my man, and that's a fact. I'm not denying it. But you said when he come home, he gonna be the triple OG. Get that man a job, my nigga. Get him a job. He was the triple OG before he went in. Make sure he getting a job getting six digits a year. That's what it's really about. As much as that side, I don't know if they fuck with me or not. I ain't talking about this situation. You know what's gangster? Emery is gangster. Emery that had a Puma, creative, whatever the fuck he doing. It ain't even like jail back on his plate no time soon, and they ain't never going back. You know what's gangster? Biggs is gangster. Biggs come home for jail, still got a stake in Rockefeller, whatever him and Jay-Z worked out, that's cool. Or whatever, he got St. John as artist, he working with Drink Champs. That's gangster. Not throwing niggas back in the pot that eventually do something that could get them back in the same situation. And I'm not saying, if you got something lined up for Matrix, I'm shut the fuck up. My bad, I apologize. But I don't want that for Melly because I give a fuck about Melly. Whether he care about me like he used to or not, I still my nigga. I got love for Melly. So hopefully that'll go right. But this is going to be the last time I address this. I did this 10 years ago. A lot of people seem like this is new business. When Jim wanted to go to Rock Nation, he sat there and was crying on Funk Master Flex, saying I did this, did that. We did this whole thing 10 years ago, bro. I'm not doing this every 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Whatever you got to say after this, good luck. I wish you luck. I got other shit to do. A lot of people don't even realize the Dipset movement was from 2001 to 2006, 7. It's 2025. What are we talking about here? If it's people interested in the stories, I dig it. I understand that. Me, from 2007 to 2025, I got other shit to do. This is not on my motherfucking plate. So I wish you all the best. I don't care what niggas say after this. I'm not addressing it no more. Believe what you want to believe because I got other things to do. You feel me, Murder? I ain't want to snap on them no shit. But yeah, I'm good.
Can you pass me that?
Here goes some popcorn stats.
Thanks. Definitely need it. Oh. Today, we are joined.
Stat had to get the motherfucking popcorn. You see, Mace ain't even say shit. He had the popcorn the whole damn time. Wow. It's crazy though, because the movements we had in hip hop really weren't, when you really look at it, they weren't that long, but that's what we have to like hang on to. He says Dipset movement was from 2001, 2006, 7, right? So they had like a 7-year, 8-year run, maybe if you count 2001 up to 8, you know what I mean? And a little get backs later. But that's really not a crazy long time for us to be hanging on to, like going into 2030 type shit. The Rockefeller era was really what, 2000? You know, once they like really got other artists that was under the umbrella that was not Jay and Bleak. That was what, 2000 to like 05, 04, 05, maybe 06, being lenient, you know what I'm saying? Like after Beanie Siegel last shit came out and Young Guns and Bleak dropped. Shit. And we still hold on to that. We still talking about Jay and Dame all these years later. And them niggas, if shit, the run was short. That just shows you how impactful it is. But these are like really small glimpses of time of like domination and being at the forefront. G-Unit was not that long. G-Unit has had more time tearing each other down than actually building from like 2000, 50 being an underground artist, 2001-ish, 2002, up to what, 08 too, like the rest of them. Rough Riders, whew, rough times over there. So I hope the young folks are watching, folks that are coming up with these collectives, coming up with these labels, your homies, you know, hopefully y'all could do better than these people that came before. Hate to see it, but you know, people grow up, grow apart. These men are, you know, around 50 years old. Don't expect them to be the best of friends forever. They got other things going on, other business ventures. I don't think Cam I think he's been living in Florida for a long time anyway. He's not around those guys. He doesn't desire to just be around hanging in Harlem. So just wish them all the best. But after something like this, I can only see Jim Jones crashing out, to be honest. Not on some violent shit. But definitely, I don't think we've heard the last of this situation. Now, Cam said he doesn't have anything else to offer to it. We gonna see. Wow. Chasing niggas to the beach is just beyond me, though. But let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there. Peace.
King of my city in cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.